Hi, this is Amy Lewis.
Maybe more makeup.
This is Engineers Unplugged. Hi, this is Amy Lewis, and we're back with an incredible episode of Engineers Unplugged. We've got Matt and John, and they're going to be talking about career convergence. So, John, take it away.
Okay. Well, today we're going to talk about enterprise architecture, silos, how they're converging, and how that's converging all of our careers.
Yeah. It really starts out with the tech worlds that we're used to. There are certain silos that, why don't we draw them out? Yeah, we've got a big whiteboard here. So let's talk about, we've got storage, and that's definitely siloed.
Yeah.
There's networking. No one understands how that works, right? Am I right? No. And then there's, of course, compute. And let's just kind of put a line over that. That virtualization has really brought that together nicely.
Okay. Okay, guaranteed. So the compute people hate the networking people hate the storage people, they all hate the security people.
Oh, those aren't real people in this. No, but honestly, yeah, security people are a part of the factor. There's business intelligence people if we really want to be kind. Another one that's going across here that I like, it's more of a culture, but the test and automation is coming together under the phrase of DevOps.
I'd put them on top, but you can draw them on the bottom.
Okay, it's a stack, it's all right.
I can't spell, can I?
No.
Okay, so there's all these silos, there's all these parts of IT. Okay, what's going on?
Well, what's interesting to me, John, is that each and every person in these traditional buckets is changing their career quite dramatically. There's a lot going on in the virtualization world that's bringing networking and storage into the physical server, and vice versa, that storage is getting nice and complex in a way that's absorbing some of networking, a la Coho data with software-defined networking built into the box. And then basically all directions seem to be converging into a way where you have a single group of people that really are an amalgamation of everything all in one. This is the worst diagram I've ever drawn.
But so what does that mean for your career? What does that mean for your career? I used to be the server. I used to be the server guy. Then I became the virtualization team. Then I started to take over storage. Now I'm starting to take over networking, and with the SDDC, software-defined data center. But what does it mean? Can I stay a specialist, or do I have to become a generalist?
You know what, John? I don't know. I mean, that's part of the excitement, that not everybody knows the answers of what's going to happen. I think the one group that's going to be the way of the dinosaur, if they stay that way, is storage is ripe for disruption. It is going to change. It is changing in crazy ways already. And I truly believe that the traditional storage administrator, if he or she does not extend their skill set into other domains beyond the silo, they are going to be very free of jobs in the near future.
Well, you guys end up putting more and more disk and flash and things like that on the compute node. Does that necessarily, if I'm a storage guy, do I have to pay attention to that?
You should, because if people are adding server-side caching, for example, either using DRAM or SSD at the compute side, that's a sign that the storage profile that exists today is unable to meet the needs of the end users, the people that we serve that are way over here. Whether they're developers or they're
I hear a lot of talk about being a T-shaped, being a generalist but being deep in one area. Matt, are you starting to see people do this? Do you consider yourself a generalist or a specialist?
Oh, I'm most definitely a generalist, and as I've admitted on our podcast together, I'm a marketer at heart. But in the technology world, I think specialization in some domain, I certainly know storage well, but if I don't understand networking, compute, even security, and then the automation frameworks that are in place underneath it, I really feel like I'm behind the times. So what is your idea or your theory on what people should be doing given the combination of generalists, specialists, but also like just this whole mess of lots of things?
Here's the problem. People tend to get paid as a specialist. And so therefore you've got to have some sort of specialty because you're put in a role. But for your career, you kind of have to be a generalist, right? You have to be able to cross disciplines, and this also gets you to your next role. So I think you do have to be a little bit of a specialist, and that's the way you get paid, and then finally get, this is good for your career because you always have to be learning. I don't know. Does this look like we're learning? I think so.
I think we're learning. I really do think we're learning, because a lot of us are coming to VMworld. We're either very, very familiar with virtualization tier, we know the storage incredibly well, or we're learning the new storage systems. Networking is the home of many, and software-defined networking is getting to be an exciting specialty for people. But you can never lose sight of the generalist aspect of the needs of our skill set that bring you across all of these architectures in a way where you should be able to speak geek at least a little bit in storage and networking, compute, security, and automation.
If you're still a specialist in the way you were doing it 10 years ago, you need to upgrade your skills.
Yeah, and remember to be the generalist, be the T-shape.
Yep.
Okay, well, I think we all know what time it is.
Oh no.
The only question is, are they generalists or specialists in unicorns?
Okay,
so it's unicorn time, go.
I'm gonna do...
I wonder what's gonna happen here. Uh-oh. We've got a specialist.
I'm done. No, maybe it should have some neck hair. There we go. It's awesome. It's a hashtag. All right. I have a ringer.
Unicorn.
That's ridiculously cool. Mine, on the other hand.
What is that, Matt? Is that a sock puppet?
It's a hashtag unicorn. So it's got a double verse. It's both a hashtag, so it could be trending on Twitter, and it's actually the number symbol, so it could be measured, which I know I like.
Great. We have a metrics of corn. You might want to stay a generalist. And a specialist. I'm gonna bias. I think John wins. All right, thank you guys. That was a great episode. Really interesting conversation. I know a lot of our viewers are thinking about their own career paths, so thank you for talking about this.
All right, pleasure. Thank you.
And we'll see you next time here on Engineers Unplugged.